You believe for 1 minute that you are not
Why do we
absolutely
allow our
accountable for
politicians
your
to make
life?
laws
No,
that perpetuate a society of victims?
You create in your own life?
Hey, you're not going to pull that one here.
Stop talking. Stop talking.
Everything to what you're
just said
saying
is a lie.
You're making excuses for
We
someone
don't
to
have the
abuse
luxury
that
to
shit.
assume someone else is going to say what we're thinking. It's time to walk it like you talk it.
These noble words I
People,
when will we
nothing
learn?
because you're not doing anything other
Enough
than
is
talking.
enough. Okay, so here we are, another week, another awesome conversation for Talk is Cheap, the podcast. So, Melissa,
Yes.
how has your week been?
It's been everywhere.
Really?
Yes.
What
Up
does
and
that
down, sideways.
Just ups and downs and sidewayses?
Yep.
What does that even mean?
What I just said. Ups
Okay.
and down, sideways.
I don't know that that's a descriptor that we could like.
It has been everywhere. It's been off the charts. I've experienced a whole parameter of
Awesome.
awesome. Yes.
Okay, so you've been
Of
just
excitement.
awesomeness.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you what I did. Okay?
Okay.
We'll just start there.
Please do.
I discovered,
America.
yes, I was looking for China, but I found America. No, it was not America. I discovered a new vegan cookbook.
Huzzah!
Da, 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 da. Now, I know that this isn't going to be earth-shattering news for our viewers or listeners.
Especially the carnivorous type.
Yes, those that enjoy the delicious flesh of the animal.
Don't
Yeah.
say it like that.
I know, it's kind of gross. But the point is that I found delicious vegan cookbooks. And one of these two that I got is called Baby Cakes. It is from a New York bakery that is vegan, mostly gluten-free, and mostly sugar-free recipes.
Okay.
Okay? Now, I'll tell you, these pictures look amazing, and you can confirm.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Okay, I bought the book because
And anyone who knows me knows how much I love a cupcake.
it's true. It is so true.
Yeah.
Both the delicious sweet kind and
The reach around kind.
the beefcake kind that
Yes.
you'll find in Las Vegas. So here's the deal about vegan cooking, okay? It's not like regular cooking. In as much as it's way more complicated. Okay? Like literally vegan baking is truly like insane chemistry. Because regular baking is chemistry. You know, you've got the this and the that, and it makes it rise, and you've got the this and the that, and it makes it congeal, and you've got all these different elements. I mean, you like cooking, you like baking, you know these things.
Yeah.
Vegan is that on 10. Okay? So I decided, because you love yourself some cupcakes, I decided I was going to bake some cupcakes for you.
Yes.
Now, I'm telling this story because I had a breakthrough while cooking these, or better said, while eating them. Okay? So I set out to create carrot cupcakes with frosting. But in being in such a hurry, I turned the page to not carrot cake cupcakes, to red velvet cupcakes, and proceeded to start measuring and putting all those ingredients together.
So you started at part of the recipe of the carrot and ended with the red velvet.
No, I started with the intention of the carrot, turned the page very quickly and started doing the ingredients. Only halfway through to find out I was doing the ingredients for the red velvet cupcake, and I wanted to be doing the carrot cake, and it was too far. I was too far along to be able to switch midstream. So, the book specifically warns me to follow the directions exactly. There is no room for variation in this because it's so precise. It's such a precise science. Now, the picture of the red velvet cupcake, I will say, looks delicious and moist and so good anyways. Those were not necessarily my results, as you experienced
True.
with the sand cake in a cupcake shape.
Yes.
Okay? So, not only did I then get frustrated about having inadvertently made a red velvet cupcake not to spec, I started making the frosting and realized that I didn't have one of the ingredients, lemon juice. So I just assumed, having baked many times before, that the lemon juice was just part of the flavor. Oh, was I so off on that. Because when I made this frosting, it didn't do anything but be a runny mess. And about 4 hours later, after it still hadn't set up like the cookbook said it would, I was like, I wonder if that lemon was important. Okay. So I put lemon in and mix it in, and all of a sudden it starts setting up magically. Like magic. Now, because I didn't follow the instructions, it more set up like pudding than like frosting. But herein lies my breakthrough. I was in such a hurry. I was in such a rush to create these cupcakes prior to you getting here so we could do the podcast that I just went helter-skelter against the instructions that I had read in the book that are very clear. Do not do anything other than what is written in this book. And it created madness and kind of not delicious red velvet cupcakes. There was nothing velvety about them. Okay, these were like bath loofahs when I was done. Okay?
It reminded me of being in preschool and making mud pies, like hardened and
Okay, so yeah, so
non-moist.
So you tasted them. They were the other side of the spectrum with moistness.
Yes.
So I learned about instructions and ingredients and formulas. And I was sitting there and I was, as I will do, what is there in this for me to learn? Because how I do anything is how I do everything. And what I realized is, in a lot of ways in my life, I do not give value to those that have cooked the cupcake before me. Because this gal talks about how she spent... Are you okay over there?
I'm good.
Okay. How she spent more than a year of trial and error figuring out this recipe.
Wow.
Okay. To get a delicious, moist, vegan cupcake. Okay. Mm-hmm. And
Jason Beckett,
very quickly decide I am above the year of research and development she did, and I just started throwing stuff together. The craziest part of this whole thing is while I'm making this red velvet cupcake, I have 3 cups of shredded carrots sitting by waiting. And once I got to the end of the recipe and realized it has not asked for carrots yet, I was sure I was somewhere else. So let's discuss this for a second, Melissa. Because we have the benefit of many people have done this Earth experience before us. Mm-hmm. Many people. Some of them have done it well and created delicious, moist cupcakes. And other people have created mud cakes.
Yeah.
And so I'm wondering, why is it that me and others are so committed or interested in reinventing the wheel?
That's a big question.
I take it to kind of the idea of it goes back to childhood, that pretty much every child is told the stove is hot. Mm-hmm. But it seems pretty much every child still touches it.
Yeah.
Like they have to reinvent the wheel. Trust is almost a problem, because I get that I have learned in my life through the results of not trusting.